Hi, everybody. It is time for a Orville first reaction because I didn't get to it on Friday. So we're going to do it tonight. Hope everyone is well. Just pull up the chat here and see what's happening. All right. Nobody here. Awesome. So that's 9 people are here with 3 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Comment. What did you think about the tale of 2 Topas? Wasn't sure what to think about this episode going in, considering the title. And then once they found the ancient artifacts, I figured, oh, there's going to be some kind of weird like artifact that clones Topa or something. So there's 2 of them, or at least alters their personality. Or her personality, I guess I should be saying. But no, they had Batman gauntlets, though. Batman gauntlets for one of the ancient artifacts. Very good job. Very good job. Other than that, it was very much a very well written, well done story. It was fantastic, actually. Very well told, and definitely social commentary to the nines. Even went back and revisited the suicide thing a little bit with her asking Isaac how it was to be dead. I was like, oh, they're going there again. Wow. But no, it turned out fairly good. I was blown away by it. Although one thing I do have a complaint about season 3. They're really using previous seasons as crutches. Each episode harkens back to an older episode. They don't need to do that, and I hope they don't keep doing it, honestly. They don't need to. So, just saying, this one had a little bit of a clip show vibe to it, but a very uniquely done clip show version, and just fantastic. Everything about it was great. Even the solution to the problem. I love the Admiral yelling at Ed and Kelly. So well done. Had a very Star Trek vibe to it. Had a very Star Trek TNG vibe to it, which is most of the Orvilles have, honestly, if not all. So I think it was a brilliantly done episode. Fantastic story. Probably not my favorite of Orville or this season even, but very poignant and very good watch for sure. So kudos to them for that. And Keldon, what the hell is his name? Keldon? Anyway, asshole. He should, I'm glad he left. Yeah. What else you guys, what else, what do you guys have to say? Clyde, that's it. Thank you so much. Yes, that dipshit. I've never liked him, honestly, and I'm glad that his character, you know, towed the line as far as his character can and just finally fucking left. I don't think it's going to be the last we see of him by any stretch of the imagination, but anyway. Yeah. So I want to hear what you guys think about it. Claude says, masterpiece storytelling, indeed. Judge 1981 beams in for a few minutes. Hit those likes, by the way. Yes, everybody hit the like button. We have 29 people here now with 14 likes. That is awesome. Hit that like button, guys. One thing Orville does well is mixing in music with the episodes in interesting ways. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. No, the whole solution to the problem of even the doctor deciding, you know, I'm just going to resign my commission and do the operation was great. But then the final solution with Isaac doing it was just perfect. I love the way that they did that. Although that being said, if I was Clyden, and I had gone into sick bay and Isaac stopped me, I would immediately head down to the shuttle bay where the performance is going on and yell, "There's an Isaac is operating on my child," and just yell so that everybody knows. Okay, I know most of them knew, or at least the command staff knew, but they have plausible deniability because they never knew anything was happening, which is great. That's where the plan was supposed to go. But if I was Clyde, I would have gone there and announced it so that the people that didn't know would be alerted, and Ed and the command crew wouldn't have a leg to stand on when it came to the Admiral, because Clyden could say, I informed everybody, they knew it was going on, they didn't stop it. I'm glad that didn't happen. I was kind of waiting for it to happen, but honestly, realistically, that's what somebody in Clyden's position would probably do. Maybe he didn't understand what exactly was going on per se. So, and just for the record, where do they put the shuttles? Because they had the 2 shuttles in there and the Pterodon fighter, and they announced this musical performance by Bordas, which is great. And then next time you see the shuttle bay, it's just all lined with chairs. Where do they put the shuttles? Are there elevators taking the shuttles down a deck? The ship doesn't seem big enough for that. So, small little thing. It'd be a real shame if the power went out while everybody was sitting in the shuttle bay and the force field went down. That as a backdrop, the stars and stuff, fantastic. So, but no, I really thought that the episode was going to focus more on the artifacts and have one of the artifacts be something that duplicates Topa or affects Topa mentally or something. And I'm glad they steered away from that. The whole archaeological thing was its own thing, and that was fantastic. And speaking of the DNA recreation of the aliens was fantastic. I love the way they looked. That was amazing. Another little problem I had with it was Charlie Burke being the best at everything. Yeah, I get it. The actress is dating Seth MacFarlane, so of course she's going to be important. But she's got this mathematical mind. She's also can see calculations or whatever, and she's very important for piloting the ship and the shuttle in the other episode. And then this one, she's an archaeologist. I thought that was just a hobby of yours. Well, I never do anything half-assed. So she's also an expert at that too. It's a little stretching credibility a tad. I also did like the beginning, the Kobayashi Maru scenario with Topa in command. Very, very cool. You could definitely see that in Star Trek with a Klingon ship. The Machlin's bridge looks very similar to a Klingon bridge, just with the lighting and stuff. So I thought that was well done as well. The fact that Topa could really relate with Kelly was fantastic. And the reasons why, where Kelly's like, you can mirror somebody else as well, and Topa's like, I don't relate to them like I do with you, which total premise of the episode for sure. But and even Kelly's little slip up of, yeah, I hate him, I hate what he said. Her little Freudian slip of saying she hated Clyden. Yeah, it was a great episode. Not as action packed as some of the other ones or whatever, and more one that wouldn't be my favorite. It's not going to be in my pantheon of favorite Orville episodes, but it definitely addressed a very important topic, and I think they did it justice. So, by all means, fantastically well done on pretty much every front. So, anyway, let's see. Judge says, do you surmise that the reason they are using previous episode callbacks is some type of continuity? Oh yeah, for sure. And also, like, you haven't seen us in 3 years. By the way, here's some other things that happened. But each episode stands on the shoulders of another episode, and they don't need to do that. They don't need to keep doing that. Orville's too good for that. They don't need that callback, that member berry, if you will. Mary says, I was afraid Clyden would try to blow up the ship at that point. I was afraid he was going to do something stupid, yes. Chuck A is here. How you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you so much, sir. How are you doing? Hope you're well. All right, it says maybe somebody had valet duty following the ship around while the shuttle bay was being used. That's kind of what I figured. It would have been cool to see an exterior shot of the ship and have them flying information behind, or even like tractor beamed on, because I don't know where they would put them. Claude, I like how they got to see the parallels between Topa and how she was dealing with her trauma, and how Clyden clearly still had a lot of trauma about his transition. Yes, yes. And even the fact that Kelly told her about the file to look up, and then it was actually Bortus that sent her the password. I thought that was great. That was a great reveal. Mr. T, I can't recall if the Orville has tractor beam technology. They might be able to tractor the shuttles behind the ship when the concert is going on. Yeah. Chuck A, the Topa Cabana. Topa Cabana. This is Jericho. An okay episode. I just wish there was more going on with the dig site, especially for 75 minutes. Yes, I wish there was a little more with the dig site, but the runtime did not feel bloated. It progressed very well, I thought. Pacing was good. It didn't really stumble in any spots or drag. So it was a very important issue that had to be, that I'm glad they told this story. And I think they did a beautiful job of it. Definitely an A+. Judge says, I imagine if shuttles were out of the bay, a low-function AI could follow or escort the ship. Oh, very likely, yeah. Autopilot. Joseph Meditz, poor Ty, but he was playing the piano at the key. Yes. The key is too high. Claude says, when Bortus went to talk to Grayson to tell her he was the one who gave the password and started crying, God, that got me in the feels going hard. Yeah, like the actor who plays Bortus did a fantastic. I've always liked Bortus. I love the way he kind of stands up to Clyden or disagrees with him. I thought that's beautifully well played. This episode just was stellar example of that. The actor is just, he's a great actor. He really did well in the job, the role. Yeah. Dustin, what true Orville needs is to be on CTV, Space Sci-Fi TV. Gary Davis, how about docking the shuttles to an airlock? That would also work. This Jericho, it was good seeing Alara again. When did we see Alara? I don't remember seeing Alara. Good to hear, Chuck. Charlene Giles, I feel Charlie might be a sleeper agent, perhaps an underground Kalon. I'm curious what her character arc will be. Also, enjoy your videos. Thank you for Trekyards. Well, thank you very much, Charlene. Glad you enjoy them. Jalen, I really like the new name of the show, Orville New Horizons. Carl Second Ed D&D. I got my Bortus episode and it was awesome. Top 5 Orville episodes. Ooh, this was in your top 5. Charlene, Bortus was great. Such a fun character. Absolutely. The Wrath of Clyden. And Terrence says, hi from Maryland. Hello, Maryland. I don't have a whole lot to say about this episode, and I've basically just spewed it all out. So if there's anything you guys specifically want to talk about, let me know, and we will address that and have a little bit of a discussion on it. Feel free to hit that like button, guys. 41 people here, 27 likes. We can do better than that. Hit that like button. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. We have a few lined up this week for lives, which will be great. And we're coming into the season finale of Strange New Worlds, so that'll be this week as well. And sorry this one wasn't available on Friday, but I had other things going on because it was Canada Day. So in the holodeck, they recreate the Topa case from season 1. And Laura was, oh, well, yeah, it doesn't count though. That's just like flashback footage. I thought you meant like, never mind. Beck Kai. Hi. Joseph says Alara was frozen in the background when Kelly was showing her in the courtroom. Oh, well, that doesn't count. Judge 1981, $2. Thank you for the super chat. Salutes. I need to disembark. A like button. Yes, everybody hit the like button. Thank you, Judge 1981. Good to see you again. Speaking of super chats, if people could super chat, that would be amazing. It would really help us out. So if you have anything you want to say and want to help out the channel, that's a good way to do it. Pumpkin Spice, who were the goblin aliens the Krill were fighting? The goblin aliens that the Krill were fighting. Were the Krill even in this episode? I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Mark Lawrence, hey Cap, just got inside for a bit, getting ready for miniature colorful sky arson. Okay. Mario was just about to read his message and he retracted it. Pumpkin Spice, a while back, season 2. I have no idea. I haven't watched season 2 in a long time. I have no idea. Liz Jericho, it was nice. There was a concert conveniently on for Isaac to perform the operation. Right? I love how everybody signed up. There's nobody else doing anything on the ship. Okay. Liz Jericho, it was nice. Oh, sorry. Squadra Course, hi all. How's it going? So yeah, like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. So if there's anything you guys specifically want me to address or talk about, please do so. Like I said, a couple super chats would be awesome. Just to kind of bump our numbers would be amazing. And don't forget to hit that like button. So, Mark Lawrence, there's a race that just hates the Krill and is very powerful themselves. Oh yes, I remember what they look like now. I have no idea what the race is called. But yeah, I remember that. Don't know what else to say. Alex 409 says great episode. Yes, it was. It's definitely one of the best written episodes. Just the dialogue and this is so great. But like I said, it's not going to be one of my favorite episodes. So, Libby says I'm here. Stop panicking. Oh, okay. Hopefully you've seen this episode by now because it's one you'll really enjoy. I think. Listen, Jericho, off topic, but did you see the Strange New Worlds trailer? No, I have not. Or I might have. We're not gonna talk about that. So it's coming out on Thursday. It's the finale. We'll talk about it then. In the meantime, we'll have a few lives this week talking about a few different things. And but we're here tonight to talk about the Orville. So, Larry says, I have not seen it. I haven't seen any episodes yet. Well, then that sucks. Squadra Course, I don't even know what you're talking about. Orville? Well, then you can leave. Ed Mercer, and this one was great. I thought his character did really well. I loved the new female admiral. I thought she was great. There's a lot to love in this episode. Very few little issues for me, and I've only seen it twice. And the last time I saw it was I watched it on Thursday. So it's been a while, but the actor that played actress, I'm not sure, that played Topa did a fantastic job. Absolutely brilliant. So more of that. Suffers from the soap opera syndrome though. They have a baby and then all of a sudden it's like a young kid within the space of like a year or two. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, it's not how aging works. But then again, they are Mocklins, so I'll give them a pass. Claude says, just like Picard, I decided to avoid Stranger World. Is it that bad? Stranger World is fucking great. So don't watch it and you'll never experience how cool it is. Pumpkin Spice, what's the new Trek series coming up next week? Lord X? No, there's nothing announced. There's going to be nothing after it. Lower Decks is coming out in September, I believe. We're not sure when the end of Prodigy Season 1 is coming out. They don't even know yet. So there will be an announcement for that when it's coming out, but it won't be after that. So, War God 6. I have you on one screen, Strange New Worlds on the other, dropping my like. Well, thank you very much. Olivia says, I'm watching fireworks from my truck. First time in years I've seen a fireworks show. It's visible from the truck steps. Cool. Joseph says, it just hit me. Will Dr. Flynn's son Marcus start dating Topa now? It's a distinct possibility. That would be interesting. Squadra Course. I'm on my phone with a half-wild cat in my lap and fireworks going off all over the place. Ah, yes. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Alex, Strange New Worlds has been great until the recent episode. Wow, yeah. This episode just had its issues with the Gorn specifically. Other than that, it wasn't bad. But Matt Deckard, if you like Picard, you're going to hate Strange New Worlds, and vice versa. Mark Lawrence throws in $10. Thank you so much. Getting this in before I get pulled away. 30 more episodes of Prodigy coming. Well, yes. 10 more in season 1 and 20 in season 2. And then who knows what's going on from there. Hello, BJ. Mario, Topa and Marcus would be a cute couple. Squadra Course, just trying not to get scratched. Have fun with that. Pumpkin Spice. Oh, thought Paramount Plus was doing a new Trek weekly. No, they are not. Hopefully we'll have at least a month or two break so we're not constantly doing new Star Trek. That would be very nice. Just saying. Why was Hummer? Well, we're not talking about Strange New Worlds, and that's kind of a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen it. So let's not talk about it. Let's talk about the Orville. That's what we're here to talk about. So some people that saw this Orville might not have seen the newest Strange New Worlds. So there you go. We've already talked about the episode. I did my first reaction to it last week. We did our complete breakdown on Friday. So go watch those. They'll answer your questions. Olivia, even the great Captain Foley needs a break for Star Trek. I think you mean from Star Trek. And yes, this is correct. Would be nice. It would be nice. Yeah. And yes, Olivia, I knew it was fireworks from the truck stop, but you did type in STIP, so that's what I read. So I knew exactly what you meant when you wrote it, but I'm going to read what you write, because otherwise I might assume something or, overlay something that you didn't intend. So I'm just going to read exactly as it is. Matt Deckard says this episode addresses modern day prepubescent gender reassignment issues, but truly skirts the human debate by transitioning the character back to her original sex. Yes, and also deals with political bullshit with the Mocklins as well in that regard. So, and done very well. BJ says, just finished Spock and Mock, which I missed due to a trip to Buffalo, along with the Elysian Kingdom, my two favorite watch again episodes from Strange New Worlds. Orville was great as usual. Yeah, both those ones are good. Spock and Mock and the Elysian Kingdom are very kind of fun, lighthearted episodes, more or less. And yeah, definitely some standouts, I think, for different reasons. Pumpkin Spice's Orville has not been very good. Okay. Alex 409, how long will the Kalon War go on? I have no idea. Apparently this might be the last season of Orville, so who knows? I don't think there's plans for a season 4, which is a shame, but I don't know how it's going to go. I don't even know how many episodes are in this season. Might be 10, might be 12, I don't know. But I think the Kalon are probably going to get shut down by a computer virus or something. They're going to find a way to disable them all, like They almost did with the Borg with Hugh back in TNG. If they'd gone through that plan, I think that's probably what's going to play out with the Kalons, honestly. But it's going to be that all of them will go offline, even Isaac. And so do we do that? Yes, it's worth it. And then they lose Isaac. That's probably what's going to happen. That's what I'm calling right now. Squadra Course throws in $1. Thank you so much. Those $1 ones make a big difference, and they do add up. So thank you. Charlene Giles. I like Isaac's reaction to Claire holding his hands towards the end of the episode. I think he cares for her in his own way. Oh yeah, he does, absolutely. It's an interesting relationship those two have. So be interesting to see where that goes. Eric says, Olivia, he is picky about spelling as he is about aspect ratios. I have something called OCD. So yes, certain things I get very picky about, and they just annoy the shit out of me. Libby's happy 4th of July. Carl says 10, sadly. Oh, 10 episodes, okay. Well, shit, we're almost halfway. Jack Stafford, Orville seems like it's treading water. Yes and no. I can see why you'd say that. It kind of goes back to what I said earlier, where each episode of this season is tied in with another episode from one of the other seasons. They don't need to do that. You can have a standalone episode that doesn't tie in directly with another episode from another season. Like, hey, remember these things? I know we haven't been on the air for 3 years, but we remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Do you remember? We don't need that. Matt Deckard, I'm impressed by the quality of the Orville's production. Unlimited budget used wisely. At times, a scene like a door may look cheap, but it beats Trek lately. I don't think there's much in Orville that looks cheap, honestly. A scene with a door. I don't know what you're referring to specifically. I remember the one Krill ship in season 1 or season 2. The interiors felt a little bit lazy and cheap to me, but that's forever ago. So hopefully there's another season at least. That would be great. BJ says I love fun, lighthearted episodes. Why I like Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, and Orville. Seth MacFarlane has really gone deep into American politics this 3rd season. Wonder what the new Trekyards think about that. Yep, he's definitely pushing buttons for sure. Matt Deckard, Strange New Worlds looks like it's relying on the giant wraparound screen too much, and it's looking cheaper without actually being outside. Yes, but we're not talking about Strange New Worlds tonight. We're talking about the Orville. And I think the digital set is a great idea, used very well in most instances. Some of them it's kind of obvious, and it's not done nearly as well as The Mandalorian did it with the volume. But hey, it is what it is. It's a new tool. Of course, they're going to overuse it at first and not spend money on build sets and stuff. So BJ throws in $1. Thank you. Matt Deckard throws in $5. So thank you, Matt. $5 Canadian to my brother to the north. Thank you very much, sir. If I had a hat, I would tip it to you. Thank you. BJ says, nice t-shirt. Thank you. It's one of our Trekyards t-shirts. Matt says, just a couple of shots at times look a little cringy, but it's not lingering shots. I don't know if you're talking about the Orville or if you're talking about Strange New Worlds. Because I think you're talking about Strange New Worlds. BJ says, Kelly looked great in her workout clothes. Yes, she did. Or sorry, her lookout cloths. Clothes has an E in it, just for the record. Yeah, but I when they showed the flashback in the simulator of the trial, I think she looked far better there with her hair had more volume. With it just being straight, I don't know why women fucking straighten their hair. Their hair looks better with volume, it looks better curly, and it looks better wavy. But women with curly hair always straighten their fucking hair, and I don't understand why. It's not a good look. Please don't, for the record. Any shirt sales coming up? I think there's the TeePublic store sale on right now, actually, with 40% off. So Claude says, one thing that's not cheap is the makeup this season. It's on fire. Yes. George Mangrum, member for 16 months at the rank of captain, says, I don't think Orville is beating Trek lately. Certainly not better than Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, or Prodigy. Better in certain ways, maybe. But yeah, a lot of the Star Trek shows, Strange New Worlds, Prodigy, have really stepped up their game. And they are not Discovery or Picard. So, yeah. Orville's still holding its own, though, and definitely has that TNG feel to it. So, kudos for that. Orville has better writers than Discovery and Picard Trek. Yes. Oh, Matt thinks some of the Orville scenes look cheap. I never got that sense. Squadron Course, any t-shirt sales coming up? Oh, I just read that one, sorry. Matt Decker, can we please stick to the Orville? Okay. BJ says you should sell cloaked shirts on Trekyards, like the Emperor's New Clothes. I should go put on my cloaked Trekyards t-shirt. I don't think you'd want to see that. Claude says, yeah, Orville writers are approaching the politics with way more finesse than anything in New Trek. Yes. Squadron Course, nice. Want a few more. Yeah, go check out the TeePublic store. Link down below. I think there's a 40% off sale right now. 35 to 40%, I think it is. I believe it's on right now. If not, there'll be one coming up in like a week and a half. Olivia throws in $2. Forks and I, are you doing okay is mine, and I will. Okay. Just read it again, just to be sure. Forks and I, are you doing okay is mine, and I will. Thank you, Olivia. Donnie's here. Hello, Donnie. Squadron Course, do you need magnetic boots to stick to the Orville? I would imagine yes. Olivia's hashtag predictive text, okay. Alex409, I hope we get to see more new alien factions that the Union can ally with. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know if they're going to re-explore the void or whatever, that they ran into those creepy bastards in episode 2. But it'd be cool to learn more about them. That's the thing. It's only 10 episodes, and not necessarily knowing if you're having another season, I don't know what they're going to do with this story. You know, I don't want to see too many new things introduced. I'd be like, oh, that's it. Only 3 seasons, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't know. I really want another season of this show, because I do enjoy the Orville a lot. There's a lot to like it in it, so yeah. BJ, I wonder if Seth MacFarlane will continue or spin off Orville without him as a main character in future seasons. Could be a distinct possibility. I've also heard rumors that he wants to do movies, so end it at season 3 and then do a movie every couple of years. I'd be okay with that, but I would still prefer to have more Orville than less. So Matt says, Foley to cloaked shirt customer, I definitely put it in the box. Are you sure you didn't drop it on the floor? Why would I reimburse you? Indeed. All right, guys, 38 people here, 42 likes. Let's try to get to 50 likes. Another 8 likes would be awesome. Another $30 would be an awesome number to end out on for super chats, if possible, if you guys want a super chat. I honestly don't have much more else to say about this episode, and I know we're only at the 35-minute mark, but it was just a great episode. So is there anything you want me to specifically talk about? Now's the time. And please super chat if you're able to. It's greatly appreciated and definitely helps us out. So, yes. Squadron Course, if dyslexia is trouble reading or comprehending, would trouble expressing yourself on a smartphone be predlexia? predlexia. I don't know. Alex says, if it wasn't for the pandemic, the show would have been on its fourth season already. Yes, considering or assuming that they were going to do a fourth season. Or we just would have got a season 3 that maybe wasn't quite as polished. Because this is pretty good. The effects are fantastic. They took their time because they had lots of time to do this. So BJ said Orville films would be great, though it works great for TV. Be nice to have them do a film like The Simpsons did. Claude says every episode this season I'm hit hard by how beautiful the new shuttles in Orville are. I love them. The new shuttles are fucking great. The new shuttles are fantastic. I hated the old ones. I hated the season 1 and season 2 shuttles. Those little tadpole looking things. Hated them. The new ones are mean looking. They're awesome. An awesome design for sure. Holy Gabriel. Hey Cap, reporting in from beautiful Avon, North Carolina. Enjoyed this episode of the Orville minus all of Clyden's small-mindedness. Hey, it was great to see him be an asshole and leave. Thank God he's gone. I'm sure he'll be back at some point, though. Speaking of, if you're just joining me, hit that like button. I want to get 7 more likes. Carl second at D&D. The final conflict between Kelly and Clyden had me wondering if Clyden was going to go off the deep end. The character development over season 3 has been very well done. Yes, I really like the interaction with Clyden and Kelly in her office, where she like pins him up against the wall and is like, if you ever try to strike a superior officer or an officer on this ship again, I'll break your goddamn arm off and hang it on my wall. It's like, fuck, that was awesome. That's a good, I gotta remember that. Clyden is Clyden, poor Clyden. Chris, we don't have a modern Trek show that could have done this type of episode. It was quite good, and I'm thankful for the Orville. Discovery would try to do this kind of episode. They just wouldn't do it well. They wouldn't do it half as well. A quarter, an eighth, a 16th as well as this show did. But they would try it. They would try it. Squadron Course, Stargate did a good job mixing films and episodes. I'm sure Orville could do it too. BJ says, and don't let the airlock door slam Clyden on the way out. Or maybe have it slam or crush Clyden. We don't like Clyden. Screw Clyden. The Holy Gabriel, it was great to see both Kelly and Isaac, but Clyden in his place physically. Oh yes, the interaction with Isaac was great. The whole, your opinion is clouded by your, how did the quote go now? Your opinion is influenced by your whatever, and that's understandable. Oh, it was such a good quote. I can't remember. I just read it earlier today, too. Somebody made a meme out of it. But yeah, it was fucking brilliant. The actor who plays Clyden is fantastic. Yes. As much as I don't like Clyden, you're right. The actor is great. Mark says, hate the character, love the actor. Yeah. Chris, it's sad to think we're only a few episodes away from what is most likely the end of this show. Yes, it is very sad, and you had to remind me. Matt Deckard, it's time to start a campaign to have Kelly return to curlier hair. Yes. Starfleet Boy, hi Captain Foley, can't stay, but came to give my like and say that even though I have not been enjoying the Orville this season, I've been watching it, and this episode was damn good. Good to see you, Starfleet Boy. Thank you for tuning in. Hello. Hit that like button. We need 4 more likes, but thank you for joining me. Joshua 11345, $10. Captain Jenkins signing in. Like sent. Here's my support for more Orville rewards. Love this episode. Keep the good episodes coming. Well, thank you very much, Joshua. Much appreciated. The super chat is super appreciated. So thank you so much. By our indoctrination. Yes. By our indoctrination. That's it. Mr. Captain 93, funny to watch the Admiral strip down Kelly and Ed. You don't see Captain or First Officers getting a strip torn off of them very much in these shows. Yeah, that scene was fantastic. I love the new Admiral, by the way. And the fact that as she's leaving, she's like, give my best to the girl. Like, she had to do her job. She didn't really agree with what they did because it was disobeying orders. However, she could have made it worse for them, put it that way. Carl, second Edie D&D. Isaac's rationale for doing the operation was so in character, and his pure logic processing, it was brilliant. Yes. Chris, it's quite likely no one's returning. Claude says, what was that amazing line the Admiral gave? Well, that makes you incompetent. Oh, that makes you... It's gonna... So they did it without your knowledge. Well, I guess that makes you incompetent and... Shit, I can't remember. I don't remember. Regarding season 4, on June 30th, Seth MacFarlane is essentially leaving it up to fan demand. Well, then it'll be a new season. Come on now. Chris, I love the alien recreation. Looked like the alien that would have fit right into Stargate. I do wish they'd done a little more with that B-plot. Oh, yes, the alien, the archaeology stuff. Yeah, the archaeology stuff was cool. It was a nice little side note. And the one thing that made me laugh, though, was the Batman gauntlets. There were Batman gauntlets painted, well, gold, but like patinaed to look aged. It's like, those are fucking Batman gauntlets. What the hell? But hey, that's fine. Captain 93 says, one thing I like on the ship is stairs. So simple, but a nice added touch. Claude says, "Okay, I'll go check." Insubordinate. Oh, yes, there it is. Thank you. Well, that makes you incompetent or insubordinate and incompetent. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Eric. Chris, was it the same child actor for both versions of Topa? I don't know. That's one thing I didn't look into, but I'd be interested to find out. Holy Gabriel, I would love to see you guys do a side-by-side comparison episode on Data and Isaac. Oh, so it was a different actor. Okay. Chris, I put this one in my top 5 Orville episodes. Oof, I don't. I loved it, and for well-written, serious episodes, yeah, it would be up there. But for all the episodes of Orville, no, there are much more entertaining ones for me. Sorry, but it's just true. Luke 9511. This episode and the episode before that sucked. Okay. Alex 409. I think Isaac also did it for Claire, but didn't want to admit it. It's hard to tell with Isaac. Viper 60,000. Think so as well, to protect her career. Claude says, "K, got it, LOL. It's well, that makes you insubordinate and incompetent." Great line. Yes. Matt says, "I believe Topa was played by a male of our species before." I don't know. What was I going to say? I had something I wanted to say there real quick. Can't remember. God damn it. Maybe it'll come back to me. The naked dude was friggin' funny. Hey, it's the first of the month. Off goes the pants. Yeah. According to our religion, the first Sunday of the month or whatever he said. Yeah, that was good. It's like, yeah, well, that goes both ways. We respect your religion, but you have to also respect our beliefs. So, good compromise. Put some pants on. Michael Jordan, have a good day. Greetings from Guam. I just watched The Tale of Two Topas last night. Awesome. Well, thank you, Michael, and hello to Guam. BJ says, yes, they switched actors. Switch done very well between gender changes. Yeah, No Pants Guy was hilarious. Chris says, I'm glad we agreed to wear pants. Good compromise. It's nice to see the first officer doing EXO stuff. Yeah, that was kind of cool, actually. And it just made me think of, like, Riker. Like, Riker had to do this shit, too. Dealing with all the conflicting alien races and stuff on the ship and the conflicts that result. I just thought of Riker having to do that, and it's hilarious to think that. But yeah, it's 100% true. What's the other thing that I was gonna say? Damn it. I can't recall. Damn it. Naked Guy is new cosplay depending on the date of the event. Michael says, glad compromise with pants, not shirt. The Holy Gabriel, I love Star Trek, but having the Orville on at the same time kind of acts like a palate cleanser for me, and I seriously hope we get many more seasons. Squadra Course, and then there was blood, but she's so cute when she feels bad about it after. At least it's not a lot of blood. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about with this episode. Oh, one thing that annoyed me was when they got into the vault at the beginning. How national treasure of them. That room, it's from National Treasure. Or Amenoptera from The Mummy. It's like, okay, you could have maybe changed it a little bit. It looked so cliche, I guess. Small thing. Oh, you're talking about the cat. Okay. BJ says, be cool to see Spock balancing leading the science department and being the executive officer. Riker as solely EXO makes more sense, unless the ship has a small crew that doubles up. But see, it's different. Okay, the TOS Enterprise is very much more of a military type vessel, so everyone on there is trained and responsible enough, and knows their job. The Orville and the Enterprise D both have families and larger crews with more cultures to clash as well. Starfleet of the TOS era and Starfleet of TNG era are different animals completely, so you wouldn't see Spock dealing with that necessarily. I'm not even sure as second in command that he was responsible for that kind of stuff. I'm sure that was department heads that were in charge of that, and who they reported to, I don't know. But I don't think Spock. I can't see Spock having that mantle. He is the chief science officer and second in command. That's his role. He's not an XO necessarily. So I just love the dart in the side of Isaac's head. Yes. Topa was played solely by Imani Pullum in this episode. Okay. Ray Brown. The crew overstepping the boundaries. I'm going to miss Clyden. The Mocklin Karen you love to hate. Video awesome. The Orville is great at exploring moral issues from a perspective that doesn't offend people. Chris, $2. I will miss this show so much if it's canceled. Claude says, well, I'm getting the mad sleepies, my friends. I'm out. Thanks for a great live chat. See you later, Gators. See you later. Have a good sleep. Could we get another $8? Another $8 of super chats would be awesome to finish out. So like 2 5s, a 10, a couple 2s, $8 would be awesome. Michael says it seemed the archaeological aspect was just background of minimal importance. I actually wish they had developed more of that B plot other than beginning and very end, no involvement with the ruins. Yeah, well, like I said, the title of the episode and the fact that it started out with that, I assumed one of the ancient artifacts was going to be responsible for something with Topa, and that was not the case. So I'm kind of glad it was a B plot that wasn't super important. That was kind of neat to me. But yes, that kind of stuff is always cool. So yeah, I can picture Spock saying put on pants as a compromise. BJ says TNG and Orville do First Officer EXO the way the Navy military does it. The EXO runs the ship on a daily basis. The captain deals with higher-ups and long-term goals and major issues. Video awesome. May Lord Seth bless us with season 4. Don't you mean APHIS? Squadra Course stores in $1. Thank you so much, Squadra Course. Man from Planet X, shout out to all the For All Mankind astronauts getting steamrolled and flattened by a spaceship. Too cool. Yeah, I watched that episode last night. What a way to end, too. And, yep. Fuck. Hate to say it, but those fucking Russians. Dumbasses. Fuck it up for everybody. Yeah, that was rough. For All Mankind, go watch it. Flash Frozen Gorn, anyone? Gorn TV dinners. It was just a little Gorn snowman made out of yellow snow. It's fine. But we're not talking about Strange New Worlds today. Anyway, I want to call it quits there, I think. Still need another $7 if possible. So if anybody wants to super chat in, that would be great. But yeah, this was a great episode of the Orville. But like I said, it didn't have the action and the more multi-layered storytelling that other episodes had. So it's not going to be in my favorites list. It'll be up there. It is very well done. As a piece of storytelling, it's fantastically written and well-paced and well-acted. So it's got a lot going for it, but it's not going to be one of my favorite episodes of the Orville. Sorry. Video awesome. True. May we also ask Lord Aphis and Lord Kelly to bestow upon us a season 4. Yes. Squadra Course, what sides would you serve with Gorns? What sides would you serve with Gorn? I don't know. Veggies? Maybe some potatoes? I don't know. BJ's like, night. Thanks for the review. War God 6, been a busy week, so slowly catching up as we watch. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll call it there then. If you're watching this after the fact, by all means, hit that like button. And don't forget to send a super thanks our way. We'd appreciate that. If you're watching now and you want to send a super chat before I close out here, which I'm doing right now, like I said, I only need another $7 would be great. But if not, that's also very cool. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Greens, yes. Olivia, would it be so bad to do both movies and a TV show? No, but they're not going to do a TV show and movies. And if they end with season 3 and then do movies, you're going to get a movie every 4 or 5 years, which is going to suck. Because it'll be like a 2-hour to maybe 2.5-hour movie, and then you got to wait another like 4 or 5, maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years with today, the way they do things now. Hard to say. But it wouldn't be bad at all. It's just, I'd prefer to have Orville for like a couple of weeks, you know? Thanks again, Cap. Until the next video. Dun, 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 dun. Squadra Course snipes in with $1 and says last. Yes. Alex, they had a Wrath of Khan mention in For All Mankind. They did. All Mankind's great. Can't wait for the next episode. Project seems like the red-headed bastard child of Trek. I have enjoyed it thus far. Ronald D. Moore also said that fan timeline Wrath of Khan is the first Star Trek movie. Okay, well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great night and a fantastic week. And tune in for all the videos we do, all the lives we do, and the finale of Strange New Worlds. So until then, I'm Captain Foley, signing off for now. Live long and prosper, everybody. Bye, guys.